guys, welcome to the McDonCast, recording the intro for a second time, because if there's one thing we know about this show is that we have more audio problems than we do news.
We have no idea how to do this at all.
Yep, we have. Sometimes the camera just doesn't. It goes off without us knowing.
Sometimes cameras just die. Sometimes mics just decide to not work.
Sometimes Max grows a weird third leg and it keeps poking into the frame.
Sometimes Max just says words and we're just like, "What are you talking about?"
And we have to cut him out every time.
We don't cut him out.
No.
We
We don't cut anything
Put
out.
a really loud sensor noise on the screen.
Every time, it'd be funny if every time Max talks, we just censor it out.
We need to get like a stream deck or one of those like things with the buttons.
For what? We don't have any sound bites.
We should get Wyatt to quit his job.
Wow.
Just so he can watch the cameras to make sure.
You remember when we did that at the Brian's Life podcast? Wyatt was our audio guy.
He was our like studio manager person.
Yeah.
The Brian's Life
So we need
podcast
to
has
just-
higher production value than
It was
the show does.
way higher production value.
But this is better content.
This is
I would
better
say.
content.
If we could just.
Yeah, because we actually
combine
like
it, though.
doing this one.
Well, I think the better content is improvement because like there's more than 2 episodes.
I think it's just we both have cars, and so now we can actually record. Whereas when we started the Brian's Life podcast, that was not really an option.
I say we bring back Film or Fake, our epic series.
That was a pretty good idea. That was actually a good
We should
segment.
get people to ask us questions.
This
Yeah,
is not
all
live.
0 viewers, and
Patrick-
it's also not
Patrick's
live.
one friend.
Oh no, we did get a guy who
Bryce,
was.
if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. We'll answer next episode.
We did get a guy who was like really into the stream the other day when,
Yeah,
when me and Max
Galaxy
were
Gamer.
streaming. He was called Galaxy
I
Gamer.
was gonna ask if he was watching.
He kept asking us questions, and then he was like,
You're not very good at reading the
Then-
chat.
then he got because I'm trying to play the game and read the chat, and I'm reading the chat off my phone, which is like really small.
Also can't hear you. Like, you don't talk that much.
Well, because again, I do now because that was like the first stream I did. I was just trying to get it really set up. I wasn't even really trying to
Well,
stream.
I need to watch the newer streams. I think that one when we played Minecraft was fun.
Oh, the one where I played Minecraft with my friends was really good.
Play Minecraft.
Hey,
on
tonight after 9:30, let's play some Minecraft. Let's get.
We're going
No.
to see Demon Slayer, and I also have a Smash Bros tournament at 6.
We'll-
Anyways,
No, we'll do it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, just
Now that we're done with that-
we're starting with TV and movie news because Patrick's got
because
to
Patrick's got to leave
in the
early
middle of the
today.
show, and we're gonna speed run this.
Yeah,
And we're gonna cut out the gaming because he doesn't care.
Well, no, we'll do gaming later because I don't do gaming anyway.
What
Yeah.
we'll do is instead of Patrick being here, because he doesn't say anything during gaming news anyway, we'll just put a PNG of his face
No,
on the screen,
Skeleton Boy in.
and then, or we could print out. I wonder if he can print out a picture of Patrick's face and put it on here.
I'm sure that would be good.
That would be the same. They enjoy it.
All right, Oscars 2021 winners and losers.
Let me pull up this. Sam vampered the microphone.
What? Do what?
Make noises.
Oh,
Talk about life.
Do you have your songs?
Yeah, it's time for what did I call it? The dead air song? Dead air song.
Dead air song.
We
Mm,
got a lot of winners. We got a lot of losers. Also, there was no host, so it was.
The real loser was the audience.
How long was it?
It was like 3 hours.
Yeah, and this one had by far the lowest viewership of Oscars. In
Yeah,
The real winners were the friends we made along the way, guys. That's who
Raise
really
your
won the
hand
Oscars
if you
this
watched
year.
the Oscars. No one? That's what I thought.
They had it on at my job because I was working while they were on, and every single time I went out to look at it, it was commercials.
Yeah, they sold out all of their commercial time.
Yeah, it was all commercials, and then I saw Harrison
all
Ford for
10
3
million
minutes.
people to watch it.
So there was something like a 57% drop in viewership from this year.
Which I mean, they
From
were
last year to this year.
They were expecting something because COVID, but
But not
that is
this
just
bad.
like insanely
That's
bad.
horrible. That's the worst Oscars viewership since they started airing it.
The Oscars needs to stop jerking themselves off and start talking about movies that are actually
They
good.
also put like
Hello?
some awards for like.
Max is literally answering the phone in the middle of
Okay,
this.
well they also do some awards during the commercial breaks, and then like awards that you would think are kind of important.
They usually put all like the craft roles during the
Did you
commercial.
find whatever thing
You
you
know,
were
Yeah,
looking
I
for?
was talking
you know all the people who make the movie look like how the movie looks.
Mhm.
Yeah, they don't get to actually be aired on TV.
So
Yeah.
first off, there were some major differences this year compared to other years. Obviously, I think there was just less people there in general. It was held at a different location,
Yeah, it was held at.
It was held in an
train
abandoned train
station.
station.
Did you see they put up?
which they had to clear out all the
Yeah,
homeless
they
people
put
out
a
of ahead of
fence
time and
around
put a
it.
fence around it so they wouldn't come back in.
They built the wall around Union Station.
Imagine that. Just
celebrities
imagine
are
that
hypocrites.
happening.
Imagine the celebrities being hypocrites.
Get on out, homeless people.
So, okay, so
Who was that? Oh.
Obviously there was no host.
We're going probably around 7.
Obviously there was no host this year. There were no musical performances. They did not show any clips of the show. Apparently they cut out not the show. They didn't show any clips from the movies.
The woman gets up, says, "When the cameras are on, masks off. When the cameras are off, masks on." So that was good because it makes a difference, and everyone in there was vaccinated and tested, so everything makes
My
sense.
favorite part is that they had their masks off anyway. So if anyone was gonna get sick, they were gonna do it when you all were maskless anyway. But anyway, so
There's no hypocrisy in Hollywood.
yeah, so they cut out the clips to try to make it not run longer than it should normally.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone would go up there and they'd give a speech, and everyone's speech would be too long. So they were having to rush people off stage because it was going over long anyway.
Everyone needs to prepare a two sentence statement. Thank you to my mom and Jesus, and then walk off.
So the big winner of the night was Nomadland, which won 3 awards, which is the most out of every movie.
And now it's like all over Hulu. If you open Hulu, it's all over the place.
So
Raise your hand if you saw any of the Oscar-nominated movies, besides Soul.
All right, that was fun. That was a good segment.
All right, so yeah, they switched the order of things up, and they also most of the show ran like pretty normally how you would expect it to. Everyone up there, and they all talked about how much they hate this group of people, how much they love this group of people, and they did all their "I'm so cool, I'm not a narcissist."
They did all their virtue signaling. And
They did all their virtue signaling and all their bragging. And then towards the end of the show, when they got to the in memoriam part, it was weird. I think it was Regina King gave like a 2-minute introduction to it. And then they played the video, and the video was going on like super fast speed. They were just like speeding through all the dead people.
They put the 2x speed video up there.
Yeah.
It's like it's like that thing from The Incredibles where it's just like boom, dead, boom, dead,
Yeah,
boom,
they just
dead.
went through. They were just going like dead, 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 dead. And they did not put.
There we go.
Patrick is rating Sam's mini fridge.
It's okay. I'm part of the team.
So they did not include Naya Rivera, who died last year. Neither did they include Jessica Walter, who also died last year.
In the other news, Chadwick Boseman didn't win.
Yeah, we'll get to
Best
that.
Actor.
So it was even weirder because normally how it's been done for like every Oscars in history is Best Picture is last because that's the big one. That's what everyone wants to win. That's the best movie of the year.
Yeah.
That's the big award. They did that third to last. So how it works when they do the Oscars is that the producers line up how everything's going to go. They set everything up. They put out how the awards are going to be presented in one order. They don't know who's going to win.
Yeah.
No one knows who's going to win except for the people who write it on the envelopes. That's it. They're the only people who knew who's going to win. So the producers expected, because everyone expected Chadwick Boseman to win. That was kind of the general consensus because he died and he was a big influence on culture in general.
And he was just a good actor.
And he was a good actor. So they put the Best Actor thing last because they expected him to win. And that way they could end on this big high note and they could get a bunch of social media chatter about, oh, they honored Chadwick Boseman, how great. But instead what happened was the final award was actor in a leading role. Joaquin Phoenix goes up there. And there had been some chatter in the last few weeks that maybe Anthony Hopkins would take it because there had been a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff about it. A lot of people raving about his performance, seeing the father. So Joaquin Phoenix goes up there, and he announces that Anthony Hopkins has won the award for Best Actor in a Leading Role.
Oh, no.
So Chadwick Boseman did not win, and the problem was Anthony Hopkins, because he's like 83 years old, was not there.
Uh-huh.
And because they refused to do Zoom calls for the show, he did not give an accepted speech. So Joaquin Phoenix goes up there, he goes,
He gives a speech for
Best Actor in a Leading Role, Anthony Hopkins. Good night, everybody, and then the show ends. And that's it. So Anthony Hopkins did his acceptance speech. He posted a video on Twitter. Apparently what happened was Olivia Colman, who was his co-star in The Father,
Mm-hmm.
was going to give his acceptance speech for him because he wasn't there, which
Yeah.
is good because whenever she gives an acceptance speech, it's actually like good. She's up there and she's happy and she thinks like her family and stuff
she
and
knows
gets
him.
off. And she knows him, so it makes sense. But they just didn't let her do it, so they just ended the show. And that was it.
Who is?
It's
the
a shame too, because like, no matter how good your performance is, no matter what movie it was in,
Yeah.
Chadwick Boseman was so good. Nobody even knew he had cancer
Not only did he
for
die,
like a year. Everyone just thought he was fine.
Not only did he die, but he gave a great performance, and he did all of it while on chemotherapy and had cancer. But Anthony Hopkins is old, so.
But Anthony Hopkins was old, and his movie was in a darker sepia tone color, so that makes it cooler.
He deserved to win, but he'll never have the chance to do it.
Yep. It's a shame.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Well, that's the Oscar news.
Well,
Are we gonna talk about the other ones?
Does
Does anyone even care?
everyone who won, but you don't
But
care.
You haven't seen these movies.
Well, who won Best Score?
Soul.
Okay, well that's good.
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone else was. It was almost everything you predicted was what
The
happened.
Pixar Award is still the Pixar Award.
Yeah. The only two real upsets were actor and actress in leading roles.
Is there a?
Well, who won actress?
There's a best.
Frances McDormand.
Is there a
won
Best
that
Director Award?
one. Yeah, it was Chloe Zhao, who's directing The Eternals this year.
Is there? Why isn't there a Best Animated Director Award?
That doesn't make any sense.
Why?
Animated movies aren't real
Because
movies.
categories don't make sense in Oscars. Anyways,
Anyway, yeah, let's move on from the Oscars.
all right.
let's move
Disney won't shut the heck up about Big Shot. No one I know has even seen of Big Shot. Even fewer people have heard about Big Shot.
Is that the one with the girls' basketball team?
Yeah.
And John Stamos?
Yep.
Is that who it is? I don't even know.
Yeah, John Stamos from Full House. He's
Mhm.
now a teenage girls' basketball coach
Patrick Sullivan's show,
in
right?
this thriller.
It's so there have been so many more ads for Big Shot than there have for the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. They're like big show right now.
Well, everyone's gonna watch that. No one's gonna watch a Big Shot. We gotta put up this market.
Doesn't matter how much ads you do, still no one's gonna watch Big Shot.
Maybe people do watch Big Shot. You know what? I wish the kind of bad thing about streaming services is we never see like the analytics or
Mhm.
or you know the viewership.
The companies love that.
They get to see it. They get to tell all their shareholders about it. We don't get to.
Well, no, because they can lie to their shareholders about it since they don't publish it publicly.
Or they can go.
FCC
Because
should.
with TV, you do legally have to publish your viewership
So why isn't it the same for?
because they're streaming services. So
Because
it
it's
doesn't matter.
technically like a website, so you don't have to report it.
It's the same reasons why Ryan's Toy Reviews is making a million TV shows for Hulu, but it doesn't violate any child labor laws.
Yeah. Because it's technically just like a website.
No. They need to be like, okay, this is the new frontier of television.
Yeah.
Fans want to see this.
Yeah, there's almost no
Yeah.
laws for like what you can or can't do on a streaming service.
Yeah, I mean, that's why every HBO show is like, hey, what if we just put boobs and blood all over the place?
Just nothing but boobs and blood.
I mean, that Game of Thrones,
Dragons.
you could replace Game of Thrones with boobs and blood, and that's
And
basically what the
dragons.
He
show's
shouldn't
about.
have called it a song of ice
And
and
then-
fire. He should have called it a song of boobs and blood.
A song of boobs and blood, and sometimes
dragons.
dragons once per season because they're expensive.
So yeah, Big Shot. Write in. Send us a physical letter if you've been watching Big Shot.
Yeah, we would love to hear from
We'd
you.
love to hear from you.
Bryce.
So Bryce. So they've begun. Rick Riordan has announced that they've begun casting for the role of Percy Jackson in the Disney
No,
Plus
I'm
series.
excited about this. I think it's gonna be good.
They've only started casting for him. They're gonna cast him and then cast everyone else around him.
Who would y'all cast as Percy Jackson?
I don't know, but I think they're gonna go for an unknown.
It's gonna be Tom Holland.
No, he's not.
It won't, but it would be so funny if it was.
They're saying they're looking for someone who is like can like look and play 12, which makes sense because he's 12.
Is he 12?
Yeah, he's 12 and you're in like.
The movie has ruined my perception of the books.
Yeah, in the movie he was like 18 immediately.
Did the writer of the books have anything to do with the movies, or did he just
No,
sell
not
the
really.
rights?
He didn't even see the movies because
He's never seen them.
Yeah,
They had him on set for like a few days for the first
It's
one.
it's kind of like Zack
And they were
Snyder
just-
in the original Justice League.
now the
Don't
casting
watch
of the
these.
Centaur guy was really good. That's it.
Pierce Brosnan.
That's the only.
Yeah, so I
that's
think
the only good part.
What's gonna happen? I think apparently they're looking to shoot the show like this summer and then have it premiere next year around summertime, which is a pretty good
like
mistake.
right after the one with the guy in the helmet.
Buzz Lightyear.
No. Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
No,
You confused.
No,
you forgot Boba Fett's
No, I think
name.
it's gonna be Boba Fett and then She-Hulk and then this.
They're making a She-Hulk.
Oh, I can't wait for She-Hulk
Because
Attorney at Law.
Because She-Hulk has begun shooting and that's gonna be 10 episodes, so that'll bleed in.
Is that what the series is called?
She-Hulk, yeah.
No,
Attorney
not
at Law.
Attorney
No.
at Law.
Well, you know what she does in the comics, right?
That's
she's
what
an
it is.
attorney.
She doesn't fight crime. She can't turn back to normal. She's permanently stuck as just a giant person. But she doesn't fight crime. She's just a lawyer.
Well, let's hope they take some liberties with the comics like they have.
They better, because
Sam,
I mean, in the newer ones, she's like fight crime because like the original ones were extremely stupid. Because originally she was just a big green lawyer,
Sam,
and that was it.
it's Marvel. There will be plenty of punching. You'll love it. There'll be so much punching you won't be able to take it. All right, but anyway.
Do you think it will take more influence from like the WandaVision style or more like the Falcon? and
They
the
said
Winter
it's gonna
Soldier?
be a half-hour comedy show.
Oh no.
Oh, that's not it. That's not
It'll
it.
be fine.
What
We're
do
not
you
talking
mean?
about
No, okay.
She-Hulk right now.
Yeah,
What
but
I
about
would-
the
I-
half-hour
What I
sitcoms?
really hope happens is in the season finale of She-Hulk. Let's assuming they go the lawyer
This is why
route.
we never get through any news.
We got 6
we get so sidetracked.
This is-
we got 30-minute
I hope it-
sitcom episodes and now we're getting the 30-minute comedy episodes.
I
Why
hope
do
in
they
the
keep trying to
season
emulate
finale
other content?
they have her go up in a legal case against Daredevil, and that's how they bring in the Netflix shows.
They pretty much said he's gonna be in it.
Do you think they would ever buy out the Netflix shows, or they just don't?
They already
produce
own
them?
them.
They do.
Yeah, the rights have written back to them.
So when are they coming to?
Well, no, I don't think they have the rights to the shows. They have the rights to the characters that were used in them. They can't use those.
So are
they
they
can't
just
sell
saying-
those. They can't have those shows because they were produced. By
Okay,
Netflix.
these shows aren't canon anymore. What about the shows that
could.
were produced by ABC that were on Netflix?
They own those.
Those were never canon.
Those
were just pretending to be canon.
Those were just terrible.
those were initially
Really.
canon, but they've erased them because they want to use the stuff they did in those shows
Yeah.
to do things that are good.
And they were confusing and bad.
That too.
Like the whole Inhumans thing, just like didn't go anywhere.
But anyway, Percy Jackson. I think they're gonna cast all of the leads in the show. I'm pretty sure are gonna get announced. I think the only actors who will be like of name will be Dionysus and Chiron and probably the
older
All of the gods and all of the teachers will be big name actors.
yeah. And
All
then
the
everyone
students will be relatively
Which
unknown.
is good.
else. I think they should do that.
Yeah.
I don't want just like
And then they're
Well,
getting
'cause-
into the Disney system.
yeah.
You
They
can't
get to
you
work
can't
for
have like
years.
the gods and stuff. You have to do a big name actor because they have to have a presence.
Do you think Daisy Ridley is still in the Disney system, or did they boot her
She
out?
is.
Daisy Ridley's gonna be Athena.
That'd be good.
Ooh.
I hope
That's
she
good
gets more
cast.
work.
See, they should have me cast.
I feel bad for her because they just left her out to dry.
They're like,
in the sun.
hey, you want to do Chaos
I
Walking?
want to be in terrible movies and never be
Look,
cast
Tom
for
Holland's
anything.
got psychic brain
How
snakes.
about we give you a big break and then leave you out to dry when we make all of the movies bad and everyone hates them and now no one wants to cast
It's
them?
not even her
That's what
fault.
they did with Mark Hamill.
Pretty much.
Yeah, but I mean, these...
But he at least got voice acting afterward.
Daisy
Yeah.
Ridley, none of this was her fault.
Yeah, none of it's her fault.
She
Yeah, I
was
mean,
a
she d-
fine actor.
And she did a good job as Rey. It's just the character didn't really have an
Her
arc.
character was terribly
Well,
written.
she was so boring. She didn't have anything to work
The
with.
Yeah.
character the character felt like it was written by 3 different people.
Like, I mean, to her credit, like she brought a lot of energy to the role, and she was relatable to the audience because, like, you saw she was excited, and that made you excited to see what she's doing.
Yeah.
The problem is she wasn't doing anything,
Yeah.
and it got boring after a while.
And Kylo Ren was interesting for 2 movies, and then he...
And then definitively less interesting for the rest of it.
Yep.
But anyway,
Adam Driver, he's really the only person who's done something big since then.
Yeah, he's really the only one from the sequels whose career has really popped off.
Elizabeth Banks, new news. Elizabeth Banks, our friend, of course, directing Cocaine Bear, our most anticipated film.
Elizabeth Banks of Cocaine Bear. You
is-
need to clarify every time you say Elizabeth Banks. There's Elizabeth Banks. From
Producer of Cocaine Bear.
Producer of Cocaine Bear and director of Charlie's Angels, is developing a Flintstones sequel series called Bedrock, and it's in the works at Fox.
Sequel to the original animated series, or is it a sequel to the movies?
It's an animated series.
Watch, they're
sequel
gonna
to
run.
the original
They're
show.
gonna run ads for alcohol on it. Because you remember the original? They ran like cigarette ads.
Oh yeah.
People forget how old the Flintstones is. Like, that was on when my grandpa was in, like elementary school.
Yeah, it's a smidgen old.
Patrick, are you excited for this?
No, I'm not gonna watch it.
I don't think anyone is. All right.
Yeah, I'm definitely not.
Where does Fox content go?
Hulu,
If it's
and
for
sometimes
adults,
Disney.
It goes to Hulu. If it's for kids, it goes to Disney Plus.
Well, because Disney still they own this part of Fox.
Yeah.
They own all the parts of Fox except for the news.
Fox News is the only thing we don't own.
So Fox News is its own company.
Fox News is owned by News Corp,
Yeah.
which is a different company. They're just still called Fox News because who cares?
Because it's Fox News.
I would think Disney would be like, change that.
Change it.
But I don't-
We can't have anything called Fox. Jamie Fox is now Jamie.
He's Jamie, small predatory animal that
You're
is sometimes
You're gonna have to
orange.
change your name to Jamie Warner Brothers.
Jamie Warner Brothers. All right, let's skip the hockey thing 'cause no one cares.
Disney is
Whoa.
shutting down 18 TV channels in Asia, and it's moving its focus to Disney Plus.
Okay, Asia, is that like India, Japan, China,
all of Asia.
just
Honestly,
Russia, just all of
of it.
Asia?
Shutting down
So
18
what
channels.
they have Disney Junior, Disney Channel, other Disney Channel,
And they own a
and
bunch
Disney
of.
XD,
They own just a million different channels.
And TBS and all those other news.
They don't own
TBS,
TBS.
ABC,
Whatever news is they own.
They own ABC.
ESPN, ESPN2, ESPN.
ESPN 1 through 8.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised. I put this in here because I wouldn't be surprised if we started seeing this here. Obviously, I think probably the only Disney channels that they'll keep up are ABC, the Disney Channel, and probably ESPN 1. I think
Yeah.
everything else we could possibly see shutting down here in the next few
Which
years.
I don't mind because
I don't either.
I don't want to own cable, and
I-
I don't think anyone else does either. Because streaming services are the superior way to watch content.
I thought it was stupid when they separated Disney and Disney XD, and they were like, now there's the Disney sitcom channel.
And
the
Disney for
cartoon-
skateboarders.
There's Disney Cartoon, Disney for skateboarders, and Disney for babies, and there are 3 different channels.
But you remember like Disney Channel always in the morning or whatever. It'd be like Disney Junior until like 11
Yeah.
or whatever. So like if you ever had a sick day, you guys ever have like a sick day during the school year, and you just want to watch some Disney Channel in the morning, and you can't avoid like watching Sophia.
And you gotta watch
first.
Jake and the Neverland Pirates and Doc McStuffins.
Yep.
That's why we'd always just change it to Cartoon Network.
Yeah, then we discovered good shows, and then we stopped watching Disney
The
Channel.
only thing I watched on Cartoon Network was Pokemon and Beyblade.
Yeah,
Never
which are
watched-
both on Disney Channel now.
I never watched Clone Wars.
Isn't it crazy that Pokemon and Beyblade are on Disney Channel now? And we just, like, no one really seemed
Disney
to care at
has
all about
everything.
Everyone.
Disney has Pokemon now.
No, not really, but Netflix has Pokemon.
Netflix.
Oh, they
is-
did. But it was airing on Disney Plus. On
Are
Disney
Are
before
you
it was
telling
airing
me
on
they're
Netflix.
gonna start putting Pokemon
I
on
think
Disney Plus?
no. I think,
No, it was on Disney Channel.
I think Pokemon's gonna
So,
go.
do they
The
just
whole
have-
Alola season was on Disney
Do they
Channel.
just have the cable rights?
Yeah, Disney has the rights to broadcast it on cable. Netflix has the stream.
That's why they're going to keep Disney Channel open. Because of Pokemon.
It's probably the only thing people
No.
watch. On
It's one of the only children's shows
No,
that
they're
actually
sitcom-
gets
their
views.
Disney sitcoms still do pretty well.
Okay, what? So the newer Disney sitcoms, do they also air on Disney Plus, or do they just come there later?
They air on Disney Channel, and then when the season.
We're getting off topic. What were you even talking about?
Okay, we talked about Disney shutting down TV channels, but I think what's gonna happen is Pokemon's gonna go to HBO Max because they're friends now that they made Detective Pikachu, and then other Nintendo stuff that they make is gonna go to Universal because they're buddy on all this Mario stuff.
So where does Universal stuff go?
Netflix, right?
Peacock?
Oh, wait, that's Peacock?
Oh yeah, it is.
It's NBC.
No, we can at least respect Peacock for having some free content.
Yeah, at least they don't
Yeah,
charge me for some of their stuff. Paramount Plus, on the other hand, dude, I ain't paying you $1. Anyway.
Speaking of Paramount Plus,
No,
let's just jump to that since we have a transition.
just there.
They have
Paramount-
15 million
No,
subscribers
that's
somehow.
not them. That's a different.
Which no, that's Discovery Plus.
Yeah, we'll get.
They're
that.
the same
We'll get to
thing.
there later. Anyway,
How'd they get 15 million?
we'll get there.
It's called 90 Day Fiancé,
Yeah.
and moms are obsessed with it.
So, casting news. Amar Chadha Patel, sorry about the name, has been cast in Willow, the Disney Plus series.
What is Willow?
Sequel to the Lucasfilm movie from like 1987.
Would
What?
Sam, are you
Would
excited
you like
for
to
Willow?
tell me? Give me like a synopsis.
Okay,
Or,
so
like-
you know how George Lucas made Star Wars?
Yes.
And then-
Okay, then he was like, what if I made Star Wars but it was in the dirt? And then they made Willow.
So,
So it's Ground Wars.
So,
Ground Wars.
So it's just war.
Regular Wars.
Willow is a 1988 dark fantasy drama film directed by Ron Howard, produced by George Lucas.
Is it directed by Ron Howard?
Yeah.
Ron Howard just sort of like exists independently of the rest of everything else.
Yep.
He just sort of runs around and does things.
No one really.
Really a solo director?
I got you.
Everyone forgot about this movie until they announced the sequel series at the Disney
Okay,
Festival.
is it like a you have to have watched the first one to understand the series?
My guess is they probably will make it barely related.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be like the dark. What was it?
Dark Crystal.
Yeah.
Where you don't need to watch it first because no one has.
Because no one has. What was it? What was I about to say?
I'll watch
I
it.
forgot.
Maybe, I don't know. If
What
I have
else are you
time.
gonna watch?
Yeah. Yes.
Hey, we got Bad Batch coming in like a few days.
Few days. Yeah. I'm gonna skip.
Just
this.
ignore my TikTok page where I said it was coming out like 2 days ago because
Sam has
I
a big filthy
posted it
liar.
on the wrong day.
Oh, you're like Bad Batch coming tomorrow.
Yeah, because I made like 3 that day and then I just posted the wrong one.
Did you make any today?
I did. There's a Minecraft one out today. Shout out to the McDonCast TikTok.
Gets more views than this.
Gets so many more views. That Bad Batch one has almost 800. Has more than 800 views now.
That's more than every Brian's
So-
Life video.
So talking about it on the podcast isn't gonna get anyone to go to the TikTok, but
Yeah.
hopefully the TikTok is gonna get.
That was why I made it, but then the TikTok is doing like way better than the channel.
Which isn't hard.
Yeah, I mean TikTok. The growth on TikTok's insane, which is
Yeah.
why that happened. But
Well, because unlike YouTube,
you don't choose what you watch.
everything is recommended
Yeah.
to you. You don't subscribe to anybody on TikTok.
You just get
You
recommended
just keep
stuff.
scrolling.
Yeah, I
until
have
you
I think
die.
54 subs on TikTok now. We have what less than half of that
We
on
have
the,
26.
on the
We
channel.
have like 26.
Alright.
But this channel's great.
But yeah, this channel is the highest quality content.
We don't cut corners here. Just
don't cut
ignore
corners.
all of the corners that are missing from everything we make.
If you don't look at the corners, then they've never been cut.
It's like
Schrodinger's corners.
It's an oval.
It's an oval. Our channel is.
It was always meant to be that.
It
way.
was
Yeah.
always. It's like Apple. It's a feature, not a bug.
Production on House of the Dragon, the Game of Thrones prequel series. One of them that they're making.
They realized that they stopped
begun.
making money.
They're making Blood and Boobs prequel. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
The show's supposed to come out in 2022.
So HBO was like, shoot,
This is.
we lost all our subscribers because they were only subscribing to watch Game of Thrones. And
Guess we
then
need a million of those now. Make
now
7.
we need to make another one so that people come back.
Well, the real reason this is happening is because HBO Max went, we don't have any big franchise shows. We need a Mandalorian. Well, we got.
I don't. Is HBO still like segmented? Like they still have
I think
HBO Max.
I think it's just HBO and HBO Max.
Yeah,
now.
I'm
I
pretty
think
sure.
that's it.
I think they've got rid of No, I think they still have
I think HBO Go and HBO Now are gone.
Because there's HBO, which is like the cable channel. You subscribe and then you get to watch the channel.
Yeah, then there's HBO
Max
Go.
is the subscription service, and then HBO Go is what you get if you subscribe to the channel and you want to watch stuff on demand as you use HBO
And then
Go.
yeah, and then HBO
So
Now.
I think it's those three.
What was HBO Now?
HBO Now they closed.
Wasn't that just the on-demand thing, but you didn't get the
now
channel?
Is if you didn't have cable and you wanted to subscribe
Yeah.
to HBO, and it was basically its own streaming service.
HBO's good at naming things, guys.
There's HBO, HBO Go, HBO Now. HBO
There's
Max.
almost more
HBO
HBOs than there
now
are
sound like they
CNNs.
do the same
Or not
thing.
ESPNs.
No,
Anyways.
you can only use HBO Go if you have HBO, and you can't use HBO Now if you have.
All right. We're good. We're done with that
HBO Max
segment.
it.
Next thing.
Okay.
Roku says that YouTube. Oh, I heard about this. This was on the Linus Tech Tips podcast. Yeah, basically.
Sam, how dare you plug a different podcast?
Basically, Google was like, hey, so you're going to have to stop existing, or we're not going to let you have YouTube or YouTube TV or any Google things at all. And then Roku was like, what the heck, dude? What? You can't do that. And they were like, well, we can because we're Google. Pfft, screw you.
So how many people were using YouTube TV on Roku?
I don't know. I guess quite a few because Roku seems pretty upset about it.
So
They were mad because Roku is like way cheaper than Google Chromecast. And they were like, you can't compete with us. That's
So-
mean.
this is
Stop
probably
it.
gonna end up as like some kind of antitrust case.
I hope so.
They should. Roku is in the right here.
Dude, I swear, we need another Teddy Roosevelt to come and trust bust all these tech companies.
We thought that Apple was going to be smart and come out with like an affordable Apple TV. No, they made
How
it
about we
more
make a
expensive.
4K one for like $1,000 and with a slightly
Isn't
different
it like
remote?
180 or it's more than that.
It's stupid. It's dumb.
Why?
There's no reason
Make
for
an
that.
Apple TV stick. Make if you can fit an entire computer and a slab of glass this thick.
Yeah, the new iMac is the same thickness as an Apple Watch. And the Apple TV is still like the size of like half a Wii.
You can't make an Apple TV this big. There's Chromecast, there's Roku, all this big.
Chromecast
is dumber.
Chromecast is the size is like this big,
It's a
and you
puck.
just stick it in the TV.
Chromecast is smaller, but it's still expensive and it doesn't have a remote.
Yeah, that is stupid. But I mean,
And
you
they're
can also
like,
just use
if
your
you
phone.
want to watch YouTube, you gotta have us, baby.
I like the software experience on Apple TV by far.
I think
more
Apple
than all
TV
of
does
the
have the
others.
best UI.
It does.
Easily. I mean,
it's
Apple
so
has the best
it's
UI
the
for all their
smoothest.
stuff.
Nobody's
Yeah.
gonna buy an Apple TV.
Yeah,
if
no
it
one has
costs
one.
that much. It's stupid.
Yeah.
Especially when the actual viewing experience, when you're watching a
Yeah.
show, is nigh indistinguishable
Yeah.
from a Roku that costs $30.
Because like streaming boxes, you're limited in what features you can
Dude,
implement.
Is there a 4K
So it's stupid.
version of the like?
Yeah,
the
There's a
small-
4K.
bunch.
There's a 4K Roku, and I think it's like $70.
They have a
Oh.
4K Roku box, a 4K Roku stick. They have like whatever. you
Why
need.
would you buy an Apple TV?
Because
like
You
you're.
get a free Apple TV Plus
I got
subscription.
one answer for you.
It's a box. That
I got one
opens
answer for you.
YouTube and Netflix.
You're-
Steve Levine will buy a 4K Apple TV.
City Council candidate Steve Levine.
It's a box that opens Disney Plus and Netflix.
And that's it.
That's it, and it's this big. It's chunky.
Patrick, all you gotta do is wait for when Disney releases their own that only runs Hulu
The
and
Disney box.
The D box.
You choose between Disney Plus, ESPN Plus, and Hulu, and those are your three options.
They just have to not market it as a D in a box. As long as they don't call it that, they'll be good to go.
We'll call it the Plus.
The Plus.
The magic stick.
The Plus. And
No, that's just as bad.
The D box or the magic.
They bring in a marketing guy, and he's like, "Okay, I've narrowed it down to two options: D in a box or the magic stick."
And then
Get out, you're fired.
you're fired. All right, what's next?
We'll skip the Office stuff because who cares?
Yeah, Max
Is it
is
on
gone,
Peacock?
so we don't need to talk about the
Yeah,
office.
I won't. No.
Next
You
Star
still have
Media.
to
What's
pay to
Next Star
watch-
Media?
Okay.
Do you still have to pay to watch Office on Peacock?
Yeah.
If you want to
Past
watch
season
more
2.
than the first like 10
And
episodes.
is that how everything works?
Pretty much.
Yeah. You say everything like there's more on there than The Office.
Okay, so this is just weird out of nowhere news. So a random company named Next Star Media is launching a new TV network named Rewind TV that's entire lineup will just be old 80s.
Doesn't
and
that already
90s.
exist?
Yeah, it's called TV Land.
No. Yeah.
Nope, this is new. This is new channel.
Okay.
All right, guys. I have this idea for a All right, so we're gonna make a service for a dying industry, and we're going to show stuff that's so old it's in the public domain that no one remembers.
That's my thing.
Any investors, any takers.
The reason I put this on here
It
is
will be airing Gilligan's Island.
who's launching a TV channel? That's so why? There's no money in it.
Again, I got one answer for
Because
you.
you can't launch a streaming
What did
service
great grandma do for the last 8 months of her life?
Watch TV.
Watch reruns of 60s TV shows.
It's
What
impossible.
was it called? Diagnosis Murder.
Yeah, there was one show called Diagnosis Murder.
Arizona.
This is the actual show. Okay, you know the guy who played the pilot in Airplane?
Yeah.
So he's playing a doctor. And every time there's like a terror attack. And then everyone's either poisoned or injured from a bombing. And then he goes around and being like a doctor and like fixing people. That's the show.
It's a high quality. I recommend it.
It's the actual name of the show is Diagnosis Murder. I know it sounds like an SNL parody sketch, but it's a real show
It
that
airs
exists,
exclusively on the Hallmark Murders and Mystery Channel.
No,
which is also a real thing.
If you're a small player, there's zero way to now enter the TV
Yeah.
industry. Because
Why would you?
You can't be a streaming service because
You don't have the money. For
there's
it.
Disney Plus and Netflix.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no way to compete.
Netflix if you want indie content, the other ones if you want their content.
The only way it would work is if you did your own streaming service and everything was free and you just sold ads on it.
Yeah, because there's a couple of those that are doing
There was
alright.
Quibi. Quibi, I think, is the closest thing to an independent.
No, because
TV.
number one, Quibi was funded by like a bunch of
Yeah,
billionaires.
they had a bunch
I
of
know,
investors.
but how else
And
do you do it?
Quibi also didn't actually do any like real TV shows. They were all just like weird
But imagine if they did.
experimental indie projects that
Yeah,
didn't make
and
any
they
sense.
died in 8 months.
Imagine if a Quibi was actually a show.
It very may well have worked out if instead of trying to do this weird 10-minute long
Vertical video.
gimmick, they just made real shows. But they didn't, and
But
so
that's
they're
not
gone
the
now.
Quibi way.
That was not the Quibi
All
way.
right, let's move along. We got 27 minutes for French quiz. All right. We'll skip that.
Elon Musk hosting SNL, that's important.
Patrick, you hyped for that episode?
He's not really that funny in person.
No, he's not.
Like,
Everyone
when
was mad at him because they hate him though.
Like when he did meme review, like it was funny like seeing him do meme review, but like he's really not that funny of a guy.
No, he's not. But he's gonna have SNL writers write his
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so it still won't be funny. New Disney
It's
Plus.
nice when they have like real comedians like Bill Burr come on.
Yeah.
Or
Or like
even
when
even like John Mulaney.
Yeah, John Mulaney's great.
He whenever he comes out, like the episodes.
Oh,
get
this isn't on here, but did you see Bo Burnham like made and produced an entire like special like during quarantine, and he posted a trailer for it on YouTube?
Oh, he hasn't done a special in a long time.
Yeah, that's why it's like such a big deal.
Oh, I'm excited.
I don't know why I just forgot to put it on
he's
here.
been like hired to write a bunch of.
Yeah,
stuff
now because he made 8th grade, and then everyone
Now
was like,
everyone
"Oh my
wants to
gosh,
do
he's a
that.
genius! Write everything." And he's been like,
So I know
"What?"
that's what he's been doing.
Yeah.
And I know he also had a supporting role in Promising Young Woman.
So he's gonna make some money.
I like his specials are good. This one's good. There's a new Disney Plus short called 22 versus the World. Obviously, it's about the Soul character. It's coming out tomorrow, April 30th. This is to hold you over until next week before Bad Batch starts.
Cool.
Good.
And not starting tomorrow, as my TikTok would suggest.
No, you said it was starting last week.
Yes, but it's always tomorrow if you watch the video.
That's true.
So anyone who watches it today will know it starts tomorrow.
Yeah.
Even though
Well, I put in the comments and then I pinned it so people would see like it's on May 4th, not the day.
The
that
Last
I
of
posted
Us.
Not tomorrow.
it. Yeah.
The Last of Us HBO series has hired Jasmila Zabanik and Ali Abbasi to direct the series, all of the episodes.
I don't know who any
I
of those
think we
people
need
are.
to, McDonCast needs to hire someone to pronounce names.
Yeah, we need a
No,
name.
we'll just
We need
get
a linguist.
We'll get a text-to-speech thing so no one gets mad at us.
Yeah, blame Google. It's not our
Worse.
fault.
So they'll pronounce
For
it.
every name, even like the super easy ones.
For like Steve would just be like,
Steve.
we'll just get a voice.
All
All right.
Adult Swim and HBO Max are merging their animation departments, which is
That's interesting because didn't I thought Cartoon Network made a deal with HBO Max, right? Or
They're
was
owned
it
by them. They're owned by
Okay, that's what I
Netflix,
thought.
too.
was it Nickelodeon made a deal with Netflix?
Nickelodeon made a deal with Netflix.
Yeah, okay, that's what
And
I
then
thought.
immediately after that, Paramount was like, "No, we're doing our What is late?"
Oopsies.
What do kids watch these days? Like
You know, SpongeBob.
What do they watch? YouTube.
They watch old.
They watch David Dobrik. That's what they watch.
You know, Mickey
Even
Mouse.
though he what did he almost murder his friend and now he's he has like sexual assault allegations or something like
Well,
that.
that's everybody.
He's not in Hollywood though. He's just a
not
guy.
special. Yeah, so that's pretty interesting. I guess I wouldn't be surprised if they decided to start like folding down Adult Swim stuff, because Rick and Morty is the only thing that's been doing well.
Rick and
there.
Morty is the only thing on there that made any money.
And it takes
Samurai
so long.
Jack made some money, but did they even finish that?
Yeah, they did. There was like a 10-episode season. So
Yeah,
they
that
finished
was
but-
weird and
I know
didn't make
Andy
any sense.
Tartakovsky, who's created that show, did Primal, which I heard was good. But yeah, I don't. It makes sense. 90 Day Fiancé is creating a new spin-off cooking show for Discovery Plus exclusively.
Is 90 Day
What?
Fiancé
Wait,
a
hold
couple?
on. What?
So they're gonna take couples from 90 Day Fiancé,
Uh-huh.
and they're gonna have them cook things, and they're gonna put it on Discovery Plus.
That's it?
You know, Discovery Plus actually has a lot of stuff if you think about it.
So
They've got
It just has all the TLC
it
stuff.
has
all of
like
it-
all
no,
the
they've got-
TLC. Yeah.
they've got all of HGTV, all of the Food Network, all of TLC, all of Discovery.
Honestly, if you're an adult over
Yeah.
30, it's the perfect
You
streaming
know the
service.
Fixer Upper couple?
Yeah.
They produce
Oh, yeah, and
original stuff for
They
them.
have their own network, the Magnolia.
You know they
TV
own like a
network.
small town in
They
Texas.
own
They
almost
own
all of
basically
Waco.
Yeah, they own like they are basically
drove
ruling
through
a
that-
small
No,
village.
yeah.
Waco is Baylor and the Fixer Up.
No, we drove through there because we wanted to, because you know they have like a museum or something. I don't
They
know,
have, like,
their
a
house or
store.
whatever. I don't even
They
know.
have the or Dr.
But we
Pepper.
were gonna go there, and it was like a Wednesday too. It was like a random middle
Yeah,
of the
they
weekday.
They were crowded.
The line was out, not around the block, not around the
Parker
neighborhood.
Bakery?
It was out of the town. It went out of the town,
Was that for the
Patrick.
bakery?
I don't even know.
No. They have two places. They have a breakfast place and a bakery.
Remember it went like all the way down to
Yeah.
the street into like a cornfield.
What's funny about Chip and Joanna Gaines is that like they have their like fun magic Waco village, and right next to it is like a dilapidated red dot neighborhood.
Yeah, there's like an abandoned like chemical plant.
No, but they're producing all their own content. That's basically HGTV.
How did they get so huge?
Fixer Upper must have made up a lot.
Fixer Upper was extremely
It was
popular.
a huge hit.
It's
then
just
they
like a
also-
less attractive Chris Pratt knockoff and his like Native American wife, and they just
sells-
took over the entire
she
United
sells
States Midwest.
House decor
Yeah.
and food.
I think they had a company beforehand, but then they got Fixer Upper and that
now
company
they're
blew up, and now
Yeah.
Exorbitantly rich.
now they're so
They
rich.
have like all the money.
They own a town.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, the
When is
series,
that gonna come out?
has added Maya Erskine to the cast. Another
not
name
sure.
I can't say. I think it's supposed to come out
Is it?
early
It's
next
2022, right?
year. Yeah, it's only going to be 4 episodes.
Oh, that's what'll come out after Boba Fett.
No.
That'll bridge the gap between Boba Fett and Percy
I
Jackson.
think it might be...
Why would they
Boba
do
Fett,
two Star Wars
She-Hulk.
things in a row?
Yeah.
Well, I guess they did two Marvel things in a row.
I think they might want to space it out so it's Boba Fett, She-Hulk, Obi-Wan, Percy Jackson.
So
Yeah.
this year started it started Clone Wars and then two Marvel things. Next year we'll start two Star Wars things.
Yeah.
I mean, they might... I know I said they'll, like... Because Percy Jackson, I think... Percy Jackson's pretty big, so they might want to put it out on its
Percy
own,
Jackson
like a
is
big flag.
huge.
It's
They've
gonna
just
be-
no
It's
one's
not a huge fan base.
no one's
and
tapped into it.
No one's tapped into it. And they
It's
made
gonna be popular.
Yeah.
I think it'll
And
be
it's produced by the writer.
Like just like look up real quick. What's like the Percy Jackson Lightning Thief book sales compared to like, I don't know.
The Hobbit.
Yeah, The Hobbit.
Okay, Lightning Thief has definitely sold way less than The Hobbit.
Well, just like for comparison's sake.
About 15 million in the U.S.
And The Hobbit, in the U.S., not in like international.
Somewhere around 258. Oh no, that's the box office.
Yeah, that's not what we're looking for.
Is it Hobbit book or
book.
Bick.
Big.
And The Hobbit's also been around for.
100 million copies.
Yeah.
But it's been
So
around
it's
for-
not
It's also been around
That's
for like
been
100
That's
years.
been around for 100 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, Percy Jackson's pretty big, but I think they might have a Marvel show and that airing at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't know how any of it's going to work, but yeah, she's added to the cast. I can't even
Disney
believe she's
Plus
been-
is not allowed to air two things at the same time.
Hey, they're airing Big Shot.
Unless it's like a crappy Disney.
Big
Disney
Shot
Channel show.
and Mighty Ducks are airing at the same time, Patrick. That's two huge
Do
sports
those have
franchises.
like the same budgets as a normal Disney Channel sitcom, or is it like a lot more?
Mighty Ducks definitely. Big Shot maybe a little bit more. Because I think Big Shot.
Hey, if
Probably
they've
has,
got
like, a
the-
Fuller House type
I think
budget.
if Big Shot wasn't for Disney Plus, it would have been on ABC. So I think it would have had a higher budget.
Why would they put a show about
Because they're
teenage girls basketball?
they're marketing it as a drama, and each episode's an hour long. All right.
Who could sit through that?
People who hate themselves.
All right. What's next?
Guardians of the Galaxy, the holiday special, which we first heard about during Disney Investor Day.
Script is finished.
Yeah, James Gunn has finished the script, and he says it's going to take place after Thor 4, but before Guardians 3.
Is it a
Which
good
is when it's
script?
supposed to come
Did
out.
he say if it's good or not?
He said
He said it's the worst script I've ever made. I'm ashamed of it. That's why I'm releasing it to the public.
he said that it's very good, so makes sense. He also said that he's been wanting to do this since like 2017.
Yeah,
Like,
and
that's
then
when
he
he
got
had the idea.
fired.
Like that's when he had the idea, and they just now let him do it. Which is like, yeah, it makes sense. I mean, I don't know how he would have done this before Disney Plus was the thing. So, also, Dave Bautista was being interviewed for Army of the Dead, and they asked him if he would be up to doing a Drax Disney Plus show, and he said he would never ever do it, and that very no. So, and he also says he would
Drax is not really a character that's complex enough to have his own show.
He also says he would like to play Bane in the new Batman movies.
He would be good at Bane.
He would be good. If they do Bane, they're going to cast him.
Drax is just the comedic relief.
Yeah.
He's just the Hulk of the
He
Guardians of
can't
the
carry his
Galaxy.
own thing.
He's there.
Yeah.
We already said Discovery Plus has reached 15 million subs.
Good for them.
YouTube ad sales are up nearly 50% from the $6 billion they made last year.
I mean, that makes sense.
All the money's in YouTube, baby. Superman and Lois, Patrick's favorite TV series.
No, please no.
It's actually pretty good.
You think?
Yeah, I've watched the first 2.5.
Is it on the CW?
It's on HBO Max. The first 5 episodes, which is all they've aired because they went on hiatus immediately after they aired
So
5
it's
episodes.
not on CW?
No.
So
It
I know
was.
it airs on the CW.
Live.
Who
Live.
makes it?
Warner Brothers.
Does CW?
It's
have
produced by the
anything to do
CW people, but it has a higher budget.
No. Okay, I had hope for a second it was good.
Um,
And then you told me the CW people produced it.
Okay, so it's on HBO Max until May 17th, which is the day before the new episodes start airing, May 18th.
I remember every week I used to get excited to sit down and watch The Flash and
I
Arrow.
remember those days.
And then
Back in 7th grade.
yep.
For you, I guess it was 6th grade.
Now I turn on Hulu and I go, oh, there's a new episode.
Oh no, The Flash is on.
Matt Lanter, who voices Anakin in the Clone Wars, said that he's going to be doing it more in the future. He says Lucasfilm Animation has some new stuff going on that he'll be in.
Still in that same era.
He's doing stuff for Visions.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was saying, I think he could have a role in Bad Batch. I think he could show up as Darth Vader at some point.
Yeah,
But
I think it's Visions.
I think he's definitely
stuff
got a role in
mainly.
Visions, and Lucasfilm Animation's probably working on.
I want to
stuff
see
Yeah.
something
that we just don't know about. So I could see him popping up.
I want to see something that's like really far away from our main saga timeline.
I think they're working on another Clone Wars spinoff. I
Why
think
do they
season
keep-
7 was a huge hit.
Why do they
And I
keep
think they
doing
want more
the
Clone
same
Wars type
things
stuff.
over and over? Start in like. let's
Just
do-
read the High Republic book, Patrick.
Is it good?
It's the first
It's
4 chapters are good. I haven't gotten farther than that yet, so.
I'll listen to it in audio form with my Audible free trial.
It's a good choice.
Code McDon.
Use code McDonCast.
To-
It won't work, but you can try.
to get a free error page.
To
Use
get a
code
free
McDon.
error page with your book. All right.
Screenshot the error page and take it to McDonald's for a free burger.
All right.
Ironheart, the new Disney Plus show. The head writer has been announced to be Chin. I'm not even gonna try. Just Google it. I'm not even gonna try
This
to say
is
her
why
name.
we need someone.
Her
who
last
can
name is
sing
Her
here.
last name's
I-
Hodge. That I can
Yeah,
pronounce.
writers says she's been hired as the head writer, and the writers' room is going to be opening up in May, and the series is going to last 6 episodes. I believe this person worked on Snowpiercer, the show.
Snowpiercer's a movie.
Yeah, I know. They just did a show on like FX.
Oh.
What is
Okay.
FX?
FX has the movies. It's a network TV channel.
All I know is that
What do
one
they
of the
have?
guys from Hamilton in it.
Oh, probably the one that was in Frozen.
No, I don't remember.
The guy who's
The guy who plays Kristoff
David
was in Hamilton.
Diggs.
I don't know. who it is.
Thomas Jefferson.
Oh, he's cool. Anyways,
Invincible, the Amazon Prime original superhero animated series.
also known as The Boys, but this time it's animated.
Sam has not seen it and does not know.
Have you seen The
anything about
Boys?
It's The Boys, but animated.
it. No, it's not.
What's
All
it
right.
about? Superman killing everyone? Like The Boys,
I'm not going to explain the
but
plot.
animated?
I'm not going to explain the plot right now. I don't have time. But it's been renewed for seasons 2 and 3 at Amazon. That makes sense. I think they're just going to do the entire comic run animated.
Is Amazon Prime like their movies and TV stuff? Is it making money?
It's impossible for it to make money because you don't subscribe to Amazon Prime Video.
They're just pouring money into it.
So
But they don't care. They have so much money. It's Amazon.
Yeah.
we're Amazon. We deliver stuff quick.
Because, okay,
Every
Amazon
other
Prime, it's like $100 a year, right?
Yeah, and it's shipping.
Which is, what's that, like, less than $5 a month, a little bit, like $3 a month?
100
You
divided
said
by
it was
12.
100.
Or no, yeah, so it
I
would
should be able
be,
to do that in my head.
Yeah, so it'd-
about somewhere about $8 a month.
Well, that's
Yeah.
like an extremely good deal.
That's a pretty good deal
yeah.
for Amazon Prime.
If you use
There's a
it,
lot of garbage on Amazon Prime.
if you buy Amazon stuff a lot, it's a good deal.
Yeah,
And you get their music service too, but
No,
No,
their
no.
music service
is a different.
doesn't have any music on it.
well, no,
for free.
Most of the music's not free.
Yeah.
But if you ever like, oh shoot, I want to listen to this song for free,
You can't.
then maybe check.
Then
Okay.
check YouTube.
We're gonna start on movies.
All right, yeah, let's do
but
movies.
Patrick, you're
Gotta
gonna
go
have
in
to
like
be here
15
10
minutes.
So we'll just keep going. And Patrick, I'm sorry, pal.
I'll just leave my mic.
You're
here.
gonna miss all of our great news about Russell Crowe. All right, so let's just get
I'll
started.
give him 3 kisses.
I've separated this into 4 different micro sections. trailers, release date shuffle, announcements, and business. We'll start with the trailers this week. We had West Side Story,
That's gonna be a fun one.
which premiered during the Oscars. Did anybody watch this?
I saw it
I
on
saw it.
I
YouTube.
did too. Did you
The
watch
music's gonna be the same.
Yes.
So
So
that
that
will be
makes
good.
sense because it's the same.
That will be good.
It has the same plot and setting, which is
That's
interesting. I don't know why you'd remake it if you're gonna not update it at all.
No, just remake it. Just make the same thing.
Obviously Spielberg's directing it, so I don't expect it to be bad. It's
I
just-
expect another Ready Player One, where it's just like a thing that exists and we all immediately forget about.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to come out this Christmas.
Maybe
Which is
it's
like
gonna
it's
be-
it's gonna get overshadowed so easily though. Like
What else is
Spider-Man's
coming out?
Spider-Man's coming out like the week before. Everyone's
Oh,
still
then
gonna
yeah,
be
no
talking
one's
about
going to see
Spider-Man.
that then.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna see Spider-Man probably the day it comes out.
But
Yeah.
And then we'll go and see that.
I think this
No, we
is
won't.
I think
I'm
this
not
is
gonna
coming
see
out
it.
on Christmas Day, which is a really big day for movies actually.
Yeah,
And I think this is their for old people film.
the old people
So if you're
movie.
taking grandma with you on Christmas Day, you're gonna go see this.
Yeah.
But
Why-
if it's just you and your dad, you're gonna go see Spider-Man.
Take Grams to go see Spider-Man doing some web slinging.
All right.
There was also a new trailer for Luca, obviously the Pixar film, and they revealed a new poster. Did you watch this, Sam?
I did not.
It looks pretty neato. Animation looks really good.
It will win the Pixar Award.
It will win the Pixar. Actually, no, we don't know. We don't
Because
know.
it could be Demon Slayer.
Well, no, because they might make the movies have to play in theaters this year for it, and this is coming only to Disney Plus. So.
Then it would definitely be Demon Slayer.
Dude,
Which
how come
I want to see this in a theater. I saw this and I was like, ugh, I want to see that.
Pixar's just been getting screwed by Disney?
I know.
Yeah.
Apparently, like obviously there were reports that
The
Yeah,
animators
not
were like
happy.
upset about it.
yeah. So
All right. Tomorrow War trailer. What is that?
I didn't have time to watch this. I just saw that it came.
What
out.
even
This
is that?
This is the Amazon Prime movie we talked about a few weeks ago, where they get old military leaders from
Oh,
history
that's
to
right.
fight aliens.
You
with.
expect me to know what we
Chris
talked about
Pratt's
a
in
few
it.
weeks
Yeah,
ago?
I don't care about that at all. Next thing.
Move on to our next
Sony
segment.
animators new musical video
Move on to
will.
release date shuffle.
That's not even here.
do we
You didn't
care?
put anything under release date shuffle.
Yeah, there is. There's 3 bullet points.
Here,
We didn't even talk about the original release
Just-
dates for
just-
these. For us, this isn't even a shuffle.
I'm saying like this is just this is the release date.
it's not important. Let's just skip that. Let's
No,
go
this
straight
is
to
important.
announcements.
This is what we want. This is the big news.
Sony new musical. It'll debut on Netflix. Great. Troll Hunters new thing comes out on July 21st. Escape Room 2. I didn't even know there was an Escape Room 1, but that comes out on July 16th. Cool. Next thing.
Announcements. DC Fandome is back.
We're back, baby.
1
The
year in without.
Comic-Con missing
Actually-
half the people.
Actually, okay, so this one's gonna be in October. It's gonna be on October 16th. The last one was in August, so by that time it'll have been more than our 1 year anniversary of this podcast.
Yay.
But yeah, obviously the first one was a big hit. Got a lot of chat on social media, so it makes sense that they want to do this again. Also, I can't imagine it was very expensive to produce because it was just Zoom calls.
Yeah.
So, obviously at this, we'll probably see Batman trailer 2, Flash trailer 1, Black Adam teaser. There's rumors of a new DC animated movie. being
And
announced.
Titans season 3. Also.
Titans season 3, I think, is supposed to already come out by this point.
Well, you know
Or
what?
just
Nobody
started.
cares. It's Titans season 3.
Okay, good news.
But yeah, obviously, we'll probably get gameplay and new release dates for Gotham Knights and Suicide Squad.
Cool.
Kill the Justice League. Looking forward to that. Godzilla vs. Kong director Adam Wingard is in talks to direct a new MonsterVerse film.
Rumored to be Son of Kong. That was what was posted as the rumors.
Son of Kong is bad. Don't make it again.
Make it twice.
Patrick, are you looking forward to more MonsterVerse stuff?
I didn't watch Godzilla first.
Oh, I forgot.
Oh,
You
you're
refused to do
Dumb. It's
I'm
free.
not gonna watch it.
it. Just actually, Patrick, it leaves HBO Max tomorrow. You gotta watch it now.
Should we talk about Falcon and Winter Soldier before Patrick leaves?
Oh, do we have time?
What
We
time
got
is it?
8 minutes.
5:22. 8 minutes.
Okay, let's just
Speed
skip-
run review.
We'll skip to Falcon Winter Soldier.
Cut.
Cut. We're not gonna cut this.
Cut.
Yeah, we're delaying the movie
we're
news.
cutting in
Falcon
real.
Winter Soldier.
We're cutting in real life. The rest of what we have here to talk about this real quick.
Yeah, Patrick, what'd you think of the film? Big claps.
It was good. I like him being the new Captain America. I think it actually like it makes sense.
Big shock of shocks.
Yeah.
He wears the suit we saw in the trailers.
And also it's literally a copy paste from the comics, which is
It's
cool.
very comic accurate. Looks
The
really
only thing I
spicy.
didn't like is the red on the glasses. It just doesn't really fit the costume very well. I thought it would be better if it was blue,
Yeah,
but
there's
that's
not
like that's
really-
just a really minor nitpick.
He's got upgraded tech. He's
Yeah,
got
his
two red
are his wings vibranium now?
Yeah, his wings are vibranium
Okay,
now.
yeah, that's cool.
He's got a thing that launches the shield on his back. While
Yeah,
he's
that's
while
cool.
he's flying.
What do you
He's
think?
got two red wings.
Do you think we're gonna see more of him?
Yeah, obviously.
Well, Patrick, I'm glad you said that because they also
Announced Captain America
that Captain
4.
America 4 is in development
But it's not our same bro.
from
not the same
series writer Malcolm Spellman. I didn't write it. I probably should have wrote that down.
Ta-Nehisi Coates isn't writing
He
it.
is not writing it.
Oh,
But it's
no.
from the head writer of this show and a staff writer on this show.
Oh,
those guys.
I
This
did
show
think
was better written than I think The Mandalorian was. Like the dialogue was just.
Well, because there was more dialogue, so they had to focus more on the
I
writing.
know, but in The Mandalorian when they had dialogue, it was like weird. Like,
Sometimes it was
well,
kind of
that-
cringy.
in
That's-
season 2, it just didn't roll off.
Well, having bad dialogue is very Star Wars.
Well, and that's and they also had a lot of different writers and directors on Mandalorian because each episode was like a different team.
But every episode was written by the same guy, except for one.
Yeah.
No, two. Two episodes were written by different people.
Yeah, well,
Story was
it's like a
there.
6-episode season.
It was either
so.
Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, or that one episode with Bill Burr was written by a different guy.
Yeah. There was one line from Falcon and Winter Soldier that I thought was funny, where he said, "Yeah, I'm out here with no powers," and I'm like, so long as you ignore his billion-dollar wingsuit and magical shield that's invincible and defies the laws of physics, then yes, you got no powers.
That's true.
Yeah, I thought the finale was real good. I did kind of feel.
It felt like something was missing.
Yeah. Okay. So that we don't have time to talk about, but there has been rumors that that originally in the show there was an entire storyline about there being a virus.
Yeah, the Mama Donya thing
And then they
cut it out.
And then they cut it out around when it was
when COVID,
when COVID
started.
doing COVID stuff.
Come on.
So I did notice that.
Weenies.
There's parts of this that I felt like because there's a scene in the finale where what's her name, the main villain,
Redhead girl.
redhead girl, Carly Morgenthau, is telling her followers to like kill some people or something, and they're questioning her, and then she's like, "This is the way to do this,"
And they never ever fight
And
back.
they felt like they were setting it up like them betraying her or like being like, "No, this is too."
Yeah, I
far."
thought she was about to get Julius
But it didn't-
Caesared.
But it didn't do anything.
Yeah, it didn't go
It
anywhere.
just didn't go anywhere. So
She
I
ends
felt-
up just getting shot to death by the power broker, which is
I-
like the stupidest way for her character to die, in my
I feel
opinion.
like there was a scene, or at least a part of it in the original like script for the show, where she was about to release the virus or whatever, and then they decided
And then
not
they,
to
yeah.
because they're like, "No, we're not going to do this." But there wasn't. So
That
there
would
was,
have been topical.
I also feel like there was just something missing about Sam Wilson becoming Captain America. Like there wasn't really that moment where like he's like everyone's like that's Captain America.
well,
it's sort of
kinda towards the end.
I mean, there's the scene where he gives the speech, and there's that
is
scene when
very
he like
Captain.
first enters, and that's very Captain America. I like that a lot. But like, it just doesn't seem like there just felt like there was something missing.
They didn't give him a big moment
Yeah.
where he does like something rad and then. He
Well, I don't think
lands.
the problem wasn't that there was a moment where like everyone accepts him as Captain America. There wasn't a moment where no one accepted him as Captain America.
Yeah.
That's what was missing.
That's what they
Yeah.
need.
Like he swoops in, he starts talking to the fake UN, and he's like, "You guys suck," and they're just like, "Oh yes, sir, Mr. Captain America, sir." It's like, dude, you don't even know who this guy is, and you're just immediately accepting that he's
But
Captain
he's got
America.
the shield.
Yeah,
Also, I like how his speech at the end was just like, "You're the government, just fix
just
everything."
fix it, dude. What the heck what's your problem here?
Nah.
Yeah.
They're just like, "That's not how that works." He's like, "It's whatever.
Figure it out.
Figure it out."
You're the government. Figure it out. Stop being stupid and figure
What
it
did
out.
you think of the show overall, like in terms of like how it was paced out?
I thought it was paced well. I like the action a lot.
It was paced better than.
Yeah,
Or-
obviously.
I do like how they sort of redeemed knockoff Captain America towards the end there too.
Yeah, I thought that.
I wasn't expecting that
I
at
thought
all.
that was interesting too.
I still don't like him.
I still don't like him, and I think his redemption was a little rushed.
I do too. I think they jumped him off they turned him bad too late in the show
For him to turn
for
back
him
good.
to have a redemption arc at all.
Also in the show, yeah.
So I feel if they would have just ended the show with him being bad, and then whenever they pick
They
him up,
could have had twice as many episodes in this.
What they should have
when
done.
they pick him up in Thunderbolts,
Yeah.
then you give him a redemption arc. But I feel there was.
I don't know that there will be a Thunderbolts movie. I think that the Thunderbolts will be in Captain America 4, with the Power Broker sort of still being the main bad guy, and it'll be a sort of race to the finish with who can stop the Power Broker first, Sam Wilson and his Captain America crew, or the Thunderbolts.
Sam, I'm sorry to break it to you, but they pretty much already confirmed the Thunderbolts thing.
Yeah.
We don't know if it's a show or movie yet, but it's basically dark.
I would like it if it wasn't
more
a
or
thing.
less just confirmed that Thunderbolts would be in something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like overall with the show, I feel this did feel like a very long movie.
Yeah, it didn't feel like...
So I don't...
It was the same with WandaVision too.
I don't really think that the whole weekly release works as well as... Because for WandaVision, since everything was self-contained...
And it was such a mystery.
The weekly release did work better. But for this, it was like, I felt like I was just watching a movie in parts.
Well,
Yeah.
No, but after that first episode, I mean, it left you wanting
There
more.
was parts of it
That was really the only episode though where you're like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Then after that, it's just Marvel movie
You-
standard,
yeah.
as usual, following the Marvel.
Now,
movie
granted, I
system.
think the 6 episodes was smart because there's not a lot of wasting time in this.
Yeah, there isn't. It's not
Yeah.
like, you know, a TV show that runs on like network television.
Yeah, like
that
The
runs
Flash.
for like 20 episodes. Yeah, like The Flash.
Yeah.
Where it runs for like 20 episodes and like maybe half of them actually move the plot forward.
Yeah.
Maybe. Maybe.
Yeah. So,
Literally, the mid-season finale and the finale are like the only ones that have to do the plot.
Yeah.
obviously, and then we got we'll talk about the post-credit scene here. Patrick, you gotta head out. It's 5:30. Do you want to leave this here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye, squad.
Bye,
All
Patrick.
right. We'll see you later, Patrick.
I think we'll just finish up.
Tucker, you want talking to the front part, not the top.
What?
Bye.
The face is the.
I want to talk into the top
That's not where it records.
part.
Also, every time you do that, it's gonna be really loud.
I know. I like it.
All right.
Our
Anyways.
audio listeners love it.
All right. All right. We're pretty much done with Falcon
No,
and
we're
Winter
not
Soldier.
talking about Falcon and Soldier. So there's the post-credit scene. Sharon Carter has
Very totally unsuspectedly was the power broker.
power broker the whole time.
Totally not
Did
obvious.
not expect it at all.
Stop doing that. You're messing it up. Just leave
Okay,
it.
Fine. I'm just gonna do that. Is that good?
Just leave it.
Okay. So she was the power broker the entire time. No one saw it coming at all.
No one. Biggest
Absolutely.
surprise of the century.
Biggest surprise of every TV show ever made. So at the end of it, she's back in the government. They're like, "Hey, you want your old job back?" She was like, "Yes, please."
And then she's like, "Guys, I lost the super soldiers, but now I got the
Now
CIA
she's got
secrets,
access
so it's
to
fine."
all the government secrets.
'Cause apparently that's how that works.
Yeah, you just like log into the computer. It's all just there.
Yeah,
so-
I did not want her to be the power broker. I thought that was really
I think
lame.
that's pretty lame. Like,
I was kind of hoping she would go to work for Sword with Nick Fury at the end, not become the power broker.
I
It's
think
kinda lame.
they think they're setting her up as the main villain of Captain America 4.
Yeah,
I thought what they were setting up was a second season of the show, but called Captain America and the Winter Soldier. But it makes sense that they want to give him a movie, because if you introduce your new Black Captain America, but he's the TV one, that's
Yeah.
not like you're kind of putting him.
you're kind of
below.
sidelining him.
You're
yeah.
sidelining him in favor of the old one. So it makes sense that it's a movie. But I feel they're setting her up to be the villain, and she's gonna be giving people superpowers that Captain America's gonna have to fight, and he's gonna be like, who's the power broker? Who's this big villain? And oh my gosh, it's my friend.
No, here's what it'll happen. I mean, the ending will basically be that.
Yeah.
But here's what's gonna happen. She's gonna be leaking secrets to insert made-up terror group here, and then Captain America is gonna be fighting him, and he's gonna be on the trail hunting down these clues, sort of like what they did in Winter Soldier. And then eventually he's gonna find out, oh no, Sharon Carter is Hydra instead of, oh no, Hydra is Hydra. It'll basically be the same.
Yeah.
It'll probably be basically the same as Winter Soldier. Just switch out Shield with Agent Carter
wouldn't be
and
surprised.
switch out
I would not
who
be
was
surprised.
the bad guy? The Winter Soldier with
Yeah.
insert random terror group.
I wouldn't be surprised if they were like, it's Hydra, it's back again.
Hydra's back, baby. Cut off one head, two more grow back, baby.
This is the fourth time
yeah.
we stopped them.
You can't ever stop
Stopped
Hydra.
them when they were Nazis, stopped them when they were S.H.I.E.L.D., stopped them when they were a bunch of weird guys in that castle in the woods in Sokovia, stopped them when they were one lady who was in the government, baby. Every time. Let's talk about, so there's rumored to be 2 cut cameos from this show. There was one that had Chris Evans in it. There was a lot of rumors about Chris Evans having some sort of small thing in the show because Wyatt Russell talked about like walking past him.
Yeah.
One time. Apparently he had a cameo. It was a flashback scene, but they cut it because they felt it wasn't really important.
Fair enough.
Yeah, makes sense. And then Florence Pugh, who was playing Yelena Belova in Black Widow, apparently the original post-credit scene for the show was that she and Thunderbolt Ross go to the raft and they recruit Zemo for Thunderbolts. But apparently they're going to move that scene to the end of Black Widow. That way that character can be introduced in that movie instead of being an introduced.
That doesn't make any sense, but okay.
No, because that character was... Because originally Black Widow was supposed to come out before the show.
Oh, and is she from Black Widow?
She's from Black Widow, so she would have been introduced and then shown up.
That
in
makes
this,
sense.
But they still want to do that, so it'll just be in the same
that makes
movie.
sense.
Yeah, that's Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yep, that's
Yeah,
that.
what would you give it? 10. What would you get out of?
What did I give WandaVision? Like a 7
I don't remember.
or something? I'll give it like a 0.5 below WandaVision. Whatever WandaVision is minus 0.5.
You like this worse?
Yeah, I think WandaVision was just more fun.
I think yeah.
Or not more fun. It wasn't more fun. It was just it was different. It was more different.
It was more. There was more to talk about.
And the hype was so much bigger.
I think,
Like on social media, there was so much hype for WandaVision. Everyone was talking about it. With this, it's just sort of like, yeah,
and I
it's
think
happening.
that's interesting because this had higher ratings. Like more people were watching this.
Yeah,
than WandaVision.
because it's basically just a long Marvel movie.
Well,
WandaVision was something different. It was still basically just a long Marvel movie, but there was just enough in it to make it different that it stood out.
Yeah, for
sort of like how Doctor Strange was like basically just another origin story, but there was just enough in it different that it made it stand out.
I feel these two shows are super unique because they kind of represent the two sides of Marvel movies.
Yeah.
WandaVision is when they get a really creative director and they put their own spin on it, like a Thor Ragnarok or like a Russo brothers.
Or a Winter Soldier.
And then Falcon and Winter Soldier is just like bread and butter Marvel.
Just your Iron Mans,
your basic MCU
your
stuff.
Regular Thors, your Avengers.
And I'm not saying that's necessarily bad.
It's not a bad thing. I love those movies. They're great.
But like it's just Falcon, like WandaVision had more uniqueness to it.
Yeah.
I felt like I wasn't just watching a long movie. But I don't know. I think Loki, which is the next one of these, is supposed to come out. I think that might be the one that strike a good balance.
That's the only one that I think has any potential to get more than one season. I don't think it will.
I think they've already.
I don't think any of these shows are going to have.
It up for season 2.
I don't think any of these shows are going to get 2 seasons because I think they're all basically.
Loki, they picked up for season 2.
They already did.
Yeah.
When was that?
A few months ago. They have they got the. There was reports that they were going to do a season 2 and that the head writer of the show was working on Kevin Feige's Star Wars movie.
Yeah. Anyways, that's what I was saying. I think Loki is really the only one
Yeah.
that makes sense to have more than one season.
Because that show, it looks like it's basically just on.
It looks like it's just Doctor Who with Loki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could do more than that.
Yeah.
Also, Tom Hiddleston, what's he doing? He's got nothing going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I give this show 7 Captain America shields out of 10.
I give it 7.5 Bucky severed arms out of 10.
All right. We'll move back to our movie stuff.
Yeah,
so,
where were we?
Maya Rudolph, Yvette Nicole Brown, Jama Maze.
Oh, Mortal Kombat. We forgot about Mortal
Oh,
Kombat.
we'll get to that, Sam. The people I just mentioned are joining the Enchanted sequel, Disenchanted, for Disney Plus.
Did not know there was an Enchanted sequel even happening. That's cool.
Amy Adams is coming back.
That's great.
Russell Crowe says so Russell Crowe called into an Australian radio station while biking to set for Thor 4 one day. And he told them that he's going to go play Zeus and he's having a ball doing it. He basically said he wasn't supposed to say he was playing Zeus, but he did because he was like, it's my last day shooting, I don't care.
Yeah.
So we know he's playing Zeus. Zeus in the Marvel universe doesn't really do anything.
He's literally just like a really excited dude who just shoots lightning. That's like basically it.
But Russell Crowe, baby, he's a hip guy.
Great. All right. Mortal Kombat.
Amber Heard.
Oh wait, why would Amber Heard?
Favorite person.
Where is that?
Amber
Where
Heard.
Where even are you?
Where are you? I'm still in the announcements.
I was under announcements. We were done. We finished. We did James Gunn. We did
No, you're.
Oh, that's
on TV.
all we did.
Where are you right now?
announcements.
No, we didn't do any of this.
Yeah, we talked about Godzilla vs. Kong. We talked about this. We talked about that just now. Oh, Amber Heard. Okay.
Amber Heard says she's coming back as Mira for Aquaman 2. She posted a picture on Instagram of her getting all buff to start shooting.
I like how she has comments turned off on all her posts.
Wow, it's almost as if she knows she's a terrible person and that everyone hates her.
Part-time activist.
Why did you hire her, Warner Brothers? You fired Johnny Depp
for literally nothing.
For nothing. Fire her. She sucks.
Anyways.
Anyway, James Gunn says that the Suicide Squad is 100% done. The edit's locked in. Visual effects finished.
Makes sense since it's like coming out in like a month or two.
It's coming out in August.
Yeah.
But he says even though it's done, he doesn't want to move it up because he wants as many people to be able to see it in the theater as possible. There were reports that he was one of the people that was really upset about the day and date HBO Max thing.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that because he's been pushing that he wants everyone to see this in the theater. So it makes sense that he wants to come out later in the year. And he says this is his true vision and that there's no need for a later on director's cut. Because I'm pretty sure Warner Brothers is forcing everyone to say that now. They're just like, please.
There is no director's cut. This is the final vision.
Now, he's probably right. Because, my guess is when they brought him on to do this, he was like, I get to do whatever I want.
Yeah, this is his nobody can say no to me movie.
Yeah, so I think he is true. But I'm pretty sure Warner Brothers is just forcing everyone to say that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, whatever. Knuckles and Tails from Sonic have been confirmed for Sonic 2.
I mean, we already knew Tails was going to be in it.
We already knew Tails was going to be in it, but we didn't know Knuckles was going to be in it. But there's a set photo of, the visual effects dummies for Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails.
I still don't explain why Sonic was raised by a hyper-realistic owl. That just sort of totally blew over that in the movie.
Maybe we'll go into it in No, I just find it funny that, what if the last big movie to come out is Sonic before the pandemic? And then when the first big movie that everyone goes back to the is Sonic
the Hedgehog 2.
I will just find that the funniest thing in history.
It is so funny that really was that's just how long ago the pandemic started. That was the last
movie.
Yeah.
That was the last big movie. It was Sonic
the Hedgehog. Did you say the Hedge?
I don't know. But did he kill cinema? Was he a curse?
No, it was definitely cats that killed cinema.
That's true. I still hold the theory that the universe is just punishing us for ever releasing that.
All right. Transformers, Dominique Fishback?
Yeah, I guess.
Lands female role in the next film. Who is that?
Who's the person?
Yeah.
Let me go to my file. It's definitely not Bing.
Let me search the files.
I'm searching
and not the Google.
Our personnel file. Dominique Fishback. She was in Judas and the Black Messiah most recently, and also in Project Power, which was the Netflix movie about the magic superhero pills.
All right. Cool. Good for her.
Is this a step up? Sorta.
Is it? Well, I don't know. Transformers tends to end careers, not make them.
You're joining big names.
Quick, name one movie Shia LaBeouf made after Transformers.
Indiana Jones.
Was
that before?
That was
before.
Might
have been the same year as the Transformers.
Either way, he made a Transformers 2 after that, so it's still we can still say Transformers into his career. All right, box office.
Let's move on to business. Let's talk about box office. This past weekend, Mortal Kombat opened to $23.3 million.
It's not great, but it's not terrible.
That's pretty good for a rated R movie during the pandemic.
Yeah, especially HBO Max release.
Yeah, so
give me that.
No, I'm keeping.
Give me that.
Demon Slayer, the anime film, which did very well in Japan.
Which we are going to see later tonight, except for I don't know if Tucker's going, but the rest of us are.
I will not go.
You should go.
No, I don't. If it's dubbed, I'll think about it.
Well, we can see it dubbed. I don't care.
I don't want to sub. Kill myself.
Okay, then let's go see it dubbed. I already saw it subbed anyways.
I don't even know. Isn't it rated R?
No. Well, maybe. I don't know.
Anyway, so
if it is, it's for blood.
Okay, but anyway, it's close to so Demon Slayer opened up and overperformed. It made $21.1 million.
It didn't just overperform. It took a nuclear bomb and dropped. Okay, actually, that's probably not a great metaphor to use. It did very, very well in a market that it was not expected to do super great in.
It was actually pretty close between 1 and 2, which was not expected by pretty much anybody. And then also box office news over the weekend: Godzilla vs Kong has passed $400 million globally, which would normally be pretty good for this kind of movie, but this is really good for Pandemic.
Yeah.
And then in terms of streaming stuff for Mortal Kombat, according to Samba TV, Mortal Kombat was viewed about 3.8 million households on HBO Max, which makes sense. The R-rated stuff coming out on HBO Max and theaters, I think it'll do better on the streaming side because there's no one's checking your age before you're watching it.
Yeah.
So no one has to go to the theater and bring a parent or someone who's 18.
Yeah.
Teenagers can just watch it on the streaming service.
I saw it. It was fun. It's not good. There's a lot of stupid in it because it's a Mortal Kombat movie, but it's fine. Think like what Cobra Kai is to Cobra Kai is like what this is to Mortal Kombat. Like what Cobra Kai is to the Karate Kid, this is to Mortal Kombat.
That's interesting. But Paddington 2, which no one expected to make the news in any capacity.
Yeah.
Is now
the highest.
One of, if not.
It is the highest rated movie.
Well, I think there's a few that are 100%, but it's.
No, because it was Citizen Kane was the highest rated movie of all time. But a review was found in a newspaper from 50 years ago.
No, it wasn't 50. It was from when the movie came out in the 40s.
Yeah, like a million years ago. That said that the movie was terrible, and it impacted the critic reviews
1%.
by 1 point, and that pushed Paddington 2 up to the number 1 spot.
So Paddington,
it's the highest rated movie of all time.
Paddington 2 has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Citizen Kane has 99. Paddington 2. It's great.
So now when someone makes a really good movie, you don't say, "Oh, this is insert names Citizen Kane." You say, "This is insert names Paddington 2." Has anyone even seen Paddington 2?
Apparently they're very good. It's the highest rated film ever.
Has anyone seen Paddington 2? Has anyone even seen Paddington, like the bear from the British children's books?
Well, they're making a third one, so it's making something.
They better. It's the highest rated movie of all time.
I mean, you got to. It's like making Citizen Kane 2.
Or The Godfather 3.
Or The Godfather 3. Yeah, so Paddington 2.
That's a thing.
It's big. It's big business.
Big news. Big news coming from Paddington.
And AMC Entertainment is anticipating a Q1 sales drop of $148 million compared to the $41 million sales drop a year ago.
Dang. How are you drop more when the pandemic is ending than you do when it starts? That doesn't make sense. It's like, guys. Okay.
Well, okay, so Q1 is like, I believe like December through, no, I believe it's March through like June or something.
Yeah.
But at least there was like some box office activity going on. I guess it's just even worse. I mean, they did file
Spider-Man is still coming out.
They did file for bankruptcy in the meantime, so that probably affected a lot of their sales anticipation.
Yeah.
I don't know, but that's real bad. They're right on the verge of closing. Like, really almost there.
I'm telling you, Disney needs to come in, scoop those up. Disney Magic Centers exclusively put all the Marvel and Disney movies in those theaters. Cinemark goes out of business. Disney buys those. More Disney Magic Centers. Boom. Disney owns the media.
Every other company dies because they can't play any other movies anywhere.
Disney makes like 100% profit margin on everything because they're selling concessions and the tickets in their own centers.
And then they buy all the candy.
Disney, hire me. I'm a genius.
Then they buy all the candy companies, and now they're making food. And then they're putting microchips in the food because they also bought Apple. And now everyone's brainwashed into only consuming Disney products forever.
And then we get hooked up into a Matrix-like simulation where we watch reruns of Winnie the Pooh over and over again.
And of course, they already own the government, so that's not hard. They'll approve it.
They already got that one. All right, anyways.
Well, that's it for our movie news.
Falcon and Winter Soldier, we already talked about that.
You want to talk about game? Oh, no, okay. Well, let's do...
Oh, yeah, we got to do gaming news.
Let's do Rimmer Time now, because it's related to movies.
Okay, fine. We'll do
Actually, no,
Rimmer
it's
Time.
related to gaming.
Okay, then let's talk about gaming news
We'll
first.
do gaming, and then we'll do our one...
All right, gaming news. Do pop pop boop
No,
bop
Patrick.
boop. Movie time. Gaming time.
Oops.
I know the words. All right, PS5 generation to receive more exclusives than any other generation, according to Jim Ryan, Sony Interactive Entertainment CEO. Now, this is really interesting because in the first generation of consoles, there were only exclusives because no one knew how to make games yet. So this is a pretty stacked claim. I don't know if he just means there's going to be more exclusives than the last generation, which is definitely what he means. Because there's no way you can have more exclusives than like the NES era when everything was exclusive.
Like, he says this, But I mean, he's definitely just beefing up the brand.
He's just trying to get people to buy
There were all
PS5s.
those insider reports that Sony's only focusing on the biggest AAAist games, like the big boys. Like they're done with even like mediocre sellers, or like sort of well-known franchises. They want only the biggest ones, which is, I don't know how you're gonna.
Well,
pump out a
then maybe
bunch
they
of
should
those.
stop making a dozen Life is Strange games. How about you start with
That's
that?
Square Enix. They're not.
Yeah, but aren't they exclusive to PlayStation?
Are they?
Thought they were.
Maybe, I don't know. Who plays Life is Strange?
Yeah, exactly. All right. Yeah. This is what I made my TikTok about. Mojang announces
If you're here
Minecraft.
from the TikTok, I'm sorry we talked about this
Yeah.
so late.
Sorry, you're just not getting to the thing you wanted to hear about. Mojang announces Minecraft Caves and Cliffs update to be in 2 parts. One to be released this summer, and the second to be later in the year, likely the holiday season. So, yeah. So apparently they were having a lot of trouble getting the world generation to work on older worlds that already existed. So they delayed it. They also had
Yeah.
some delays due to COVID.
I could see that being a problem because of the massive
How
change to how
drastic the
how
changes
drastic
are.
the changes to like how the entire underground works.
Yeah, well, they're changing the entire underground. They're changing the caves, or the cliffs, which is like the mountains, which is about half of the overworld generation. And they're increasing the build limit by 100 blocks and the depth by 100 blocks.
Oh yeah, that's pretty big. Yeah.
So, I did write in my TikTok script thing what stuff they were adding in the part 1 update. So 1.17, which is going to be the first update, is going to have goats, axolotls, geodes, copper, the telescope item, glow squids, glow ink, snow powder, deep slate, and so the new ore variants, like the ones that are a different color if you find them lower underground. They're also changing the textures of the ores to make them slightly easier to spot when you're in a cave.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They're also, I don't know if this is in there, but I know is coming in the update because it's in the the beta. But they're changing the way that ores work altogether. So if you know how diamonds, where you break it and you get a diamond.
Mm-hmm.
So now if you break it, you get a blob of ore instead of just the rock.
Well, that was kind of how.
And you get 2 or 3 of them, and you can smelt it, and you'll get 2 or 3 iron.
So they're just making diamonds more like iron.
No, diamonds are so much. No. That's for iron. They're making iron more easy to. They're making everything more easy to find.
Okay.
One guy who was playing the 1.17 beta said that he found I think 20 diamonds within an hour of spawning. In the
Yeah,
world.
they'll probably change that.
Yeah, because right now the spawn stuff. I mean, I don't know. They might not. Because with the warden being so stupidly overpowered as it is,
Yeah, God, why?
it kills you in 2 hits with full netherite armor.
Yeah.
That's stupid. That's on easy mode.
Everyone, I think.
That's on easy mode.
Someone just one shot you.
Yeah.
I feel like how most people will deal with the warden is they just tower up.
They just won't go underground.
I think with the you know how when you're dealing with silverfish, you build a little tower in the end.
Yeah.
From above. I think that's what everyone's gonna do with the warden.
And then just arrow spam it to death.
Yeah, just arrow spam it to death.
All right. What's next? GameStop CEO took advantage of the stock boom to quit his job and get a $179 million compensation package. So this guy was like, "Oh, stock price is up. All right, I'm gonna just dip then. See y'all later. Bye bye, suckers. Good luck with my failing company."
Yeah, I would do this exact same thing. Just take the money and run, dude.
Yeah, keep in mind they also fired 40% of their staff this year.
Hey, they're doing real bad.
Unless you're the CEO, and then you get $200 million.
Yeah, I
just
mean-
for being alive.
That's true. He made all those bad decisions, but you know what? He gets all that money.
Yep. Fortnite adds new. This is the secret skin for the season.
Oh, weekly Fortnite news.
Yeah, weekly Fortnite news time. Fortnite added Neymar Jr., the soccer player,
Woo.
and he transforms into a Tiger Iron Man suit. I don't know. That's a thing. New Ratchet and Clank trailer. I didn't see that.
I didn't either. I meant to do it,
I also
but I didn't have time.
Don't care at all about Ratchet and Clank, so it doesn't affect me at all. Avengers.
Okay, here we go. Here's our favorite game. So if you don't know, this stupid video game
Avengers by
keeps
Square Enix.
existing, and we keep talking about it. Still, none of us have
Every time we talk
played
about
this
it,
game.
yeah, none of us have played this game. Every time we talk about it, it just gets worse.
Yeah.
It just keeps going more and more downhill.
Okay, but this isn't as bad. So there was leaked stuff from the game that revealed they're going to do costumes based on Avengers Endgame.
Right, so they're going to make the characters look less like hockey players and more like Marvel characters.
Will this make you want to play the game, Sam?
I can't, so I don't care.
Yeah, you can.
I
It's
can't.
on PC.
Thought it was only on PS4.
No,
PS5.
it's on Xbox too.
I still don't care.
It's on Xbox. It's on PC.
I don't care. Do not care.
Super Mario Party is getting a major update focused on online play.
This should have happened at launch. Why didn't it launch with online play? That's stupid.
If you're gonna have a big update, maybe do it for like before the game is like 2 years old.
Or maybe do it like when the pandemic starts,
or like
you can't play in person,
or like when people were still playing the game, and not when there were currently rumors for a new game.
Yeah,
because they're definitely working on another one. They crank out like 2 Mario Parties a generation normally.
Yeah,
it was different for the Wii U because no one cared.
Because no one played the Wii U.
But like, why?
But also Nintendo do Nintendo, and they just.
Left field, baby.
I'm pretty sure, not even left field. They just, you know that game where, like at the arcade where you slam the button down and a bouncy ball drops in, and it sort of bounces around until it lands in a hole? So they just write the names of all their most popular franchises on those holes. And the Mario one is really, really big, and the Pokemon one is really, really big. The rest of them are all normal sized. And they just slam the button, and it bounces around until it lands in a hole, and they're like, yep, that's what we're doing. We're doing that.
How about make a thing? Go.
All right, what do we do now? Boop, doing Mario Party update. Why? Who cares?
No, I think what they do is they do skee ball, and they have the big hole at the top, which is Mario, and at the bottom it's like Metroid. And like once in every blue moon,
they'll get a Metroid.
So what if I'm actually get a Metroid in there?
Yeah. I don't know why they haven't updated us on Metroid. That's coming out holiday season, and they're gonna talk about it. Or it's not coming out holiday. They're probably gonna release a trailer at E3 is what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
At the very least.
The Sony Corporation has doubled its full-year net income. The boost came from increased music, game, and movie unit sales. Movie unit as in like
DVDs
Blu-rays
and things.
and
Makes
rentals
sense.
online and stuff. They made a $762 million profit.
Cool.
That's a lot of money.
That's many of the dollars. And that's just the stuff they didn't move to offshore bank accounts in Norway.
Yeah, guess Sony's doing real good. A lot of this, obviously PS5 launched. That was really big. That probably made a lot of money. Last of Us 2 launched. That sold a lot of copies. That was really big. I don't really know about movie unit sales. I don't know what to come out from that. And I guess just music is always selling good. So that makes sense too. And then it's talking about Last of Us. Neil Druckmann, who of course is the co-runner of Naughty Dog, the studio, and co-wrote and directed both of the Last of Us games, said that he's written a story outline for Last of Us Part 3, but the game is not currently in development. Now that makes sense because it was reported back when we had those Bloomberg articles coming out about what's going on PlayStation, that Naughty Dog is currently working on an Uncharted game, so that's probably what they're doing now. And then afterward, they'll do Last of Us 3. We know what's going to happen. Like, they're going to make a third Last of Us game. It's just a matter of when.
It's just a matter of time.
So it makes sense that he's already done this.
Given their track record, it will come out within the last 3 months of the PS5's life cycle.
And everyone will go, why is this?
And everyone will go, wow, great game. And then the other people will be like, wow, I hate this game. I'm gonna poop on it. And that's how it'll go.
Well, they'll go, why didn't this game just come out on the new system instead of the very old one, like the last two?
All right.
Yeah,
yep. PS5 shipped 7.8 million systems, outpacing PS4 this time. Makes sense. Everyone's locked inside. It's been out of stock since it was thought about at first. Xbox hardware revenue jumped by 232%. Total game revenue up 50%. That's probably from Game Pass. Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't that's a lot of revenue.
Hardware sales have been bonkers.
Yeah, I mean Xbox Series X is selling out, and I have no one talks about it.
Well, and why is it selling out? There's no games on it.
Nothing.
There's no games.
You think there's nothing on the PS5?
Like,
there ain't nothing on the Xbox.
I can make an argument for the Xbox Series S because at least you get Game Pass. It's cheaper. It runs well.
You don't need that on. You can get that on Xbox One. Though.
Yeah, exactly. But I cannot give you a single reason to buy an Xbox Series X. There isn't a reason.
Or I haven't heard anyone talk about the Series S either. No one's buying that.
Well, the Series S I'm saying is worth it because it's like the price of a Switch Lite, and it's like can run Game Pass. That's like, so if you just want all your Game Pass
but
games,
like
there
if
you
you're
go.
an Xbox gamer, if you're a cool Xbox gamer, and you have Game Pass already, there's no reason.
Yeah, there's no reason to upgrade anyways.
All of the games that came out on it at launch were third-party multiplats that came out on the old Xbox as well.
And every single Xbox, like exclusive other than Halo is on the Switch. So.
Their big exclusive Halo is still delayed, and we don't know when it's coming out.
And there's still rumors that Game Pass is coming to Switch, and I would not be surprised if that actually happened.
I wouldn't be surprised either. I know they said because there was Phil Spencer apparently whenever he does like a video or like on an interview, his little shelf is riddled with clues.
Yeah.
And he had a Switch on there.
On his last one.
So there's theories that it's coming to that Game Pass is coming on there.
Yeah.
And we know that they said that Bethesda stuff will be exclusive to consoles with Game Pass. And what's good about it, if the Game Pass comes over, it means we might still get some Bethesda stuff for our boy the Switch. So that'll
Which
be
is
good.
the console that we have.
Which is the good one that I don't have to pay $500 for.
All right, well, is that all the news other than rumor time?
Now we get to go to rumor time!
All right, NetherRealm Studios, the Mortal Kombat guys, are working on a Marvel fighting game for next generation systems. This will probably be Mortal Kombat. Didn't they do a Marvel versus Mortal Kombat already?
No. They did Mortal Kombat versus DC on the PS3. Then there was those Marvel versus Capcom games.
That's different.
That they made, like, that wasn't them. That was a different thing.
It's probably, I would imagine it's probably Capcom.
Yeah, there was, like, 3 of those, though. I'm just saying, like, fighting games in general.
I would play, well, I don't know if I would play. I might play a Marvel versus
What's
Mortal
interesting
Kombat.
about this is NetherRealm is owned by Warner Brothers. So I think it'd be weird if they were working on a Marvel thing for them.
Shoot.
What?
I've got that Smash Bros. Thing.
Oh, 6?
Yeah, hold on. Let me check and see what's going on. Doo-doo-doo.